What's up, friends? Hope you had a lovely Monday. You know what it is, honey. We're going to jump right into this Gypsy Rose bullshit. What we're going to be looking at today is her emails to Nicholas Go to John. Gypsy has really gassed this whole thing up to like, oh, it was Nick. He was into all this BDSM. We know that's a lie. We know that's a lie because Dan Gladwell says she had characters when he was messing with her, honey. I'll have to go through that at one point. But right now we're doing this. Here are some of the things that Gypsy said to Nick that I find rather alarming, honey. She said on September 27th of 2013, honey, that she is a slut with an evil streak. She says she can torture. She can do anything except for a few things. And those few things are harming Gypsy's mom and harming Nicholas. She ain't doing that, but anything else she can do. She said she could steal, she can torture, she can murder. She likes to drink and be sexually naughty. She talks at great lengths about how she's skilled at stealing from stores. Gypsy goes on to say she will overwhelm Nick sometimes. She can rape him by force. She talks in detail about the way she can do that by tying him to a chair or a bed. She explains that she will be able to get money in the future by going to a bar, agreeing to have relations with a man for money, but instead she'd drug him and hit him over the head with a bottle and steal his wallet. Does this sound like a sheltered girl? Does this sound like a girl who doesn't know what the hell is going on in the world? No, because who comes up with this shit? I'll tell you who don't come up with this shit. Some innocent little girl who's been held captive up in her house and don't know shit about shit. That's who not, okay? Okay, so what else does she say? She take his wallet. She advised Nick that they had to play it smart and be very careful what they do as a team. Because it takes skill not to get caught. She closes by saying that they will be very good at being bad together. Again, this does not sound like somebody who don't know shit about shit in the world. She's over here talking about how careful they have to be if they're not going to get caught. Supposedly Nick was the ringleader. Yeah, no, I don't think so, ma'am. A 10-minute video dated May 26, 2014. Contained 2 videos, but I guess the second one we play, it says Gypsy appears as Demona wearing a long red wig and lingerie. She tells Nick things have changed. She is his dominant and he is her slave. She says she does not enjoy punishing him, but it has to be done. She describes how she will reward him with sex, but if he displeases her, she has ways she will punish him. She says if he fails to do as she asks, she, Demona, will take away Nicholas's time with Gypsy. Remember that video where Gypsy's in the bathroom and she's like, I'll play the one card I have over you. Gypsy. I think that's that part right there. It definitely seems that Gypsy threatens to, I'm not going to talk to you, if he doesn't do what she says. Very interesting and very manipulative, Miss Gypsy Rose Alcida. She threatens to punish Nick by refusing to allow Gypsy to talk to him for a week. She will command him to perform sexual acts on her and he'll have to do it or she will be displeased. She praises him for being a good slave so far and continues to encourage him to do a good job. In another video dated May 27, 2013, there's no indication of any script. Okay, Gypsy was doing this on her own. That is actually talked about in the FOIA, that only a small portion of these videos were actually scripted by Nick. Gypsy wrote a lot of these herself. Gypsy is wearing a long blonde wig and she uses an object and fingers to have, for almost 12 minutes on this damn video. Girl, are you crazy? Oh, that damn thing was so honey. That thing was wore out. It's very animated and screams, yeah. I'm not doing all that. I'm just going to tell you. Tell you what though, all this right here shows Gypsy wasn't no green, innocent, unknowing woman, because she wasn't a child. She was 23, almost 24 when she committed this murder. She was 21 when she was talking to Nick, when she started talking to him. Okay, 21, 22. There are many other videos of non-scripted videos in which Gypsy displays this behavior. Non-scripted. Okay, another video compilation that runs over 19 minutes, dated January 24, 2014. She tells Nicholas she has dreams about him, and though other men hit on her, she only wants him. She explains that he is perfect for her, and when Nicholas looks at her, it's like he sees every thought in her head and sees her every emotion. They are soulmates and perfect for each other. She has that with herself in both videos using a toothbrush in one. So yeah, Gypsy was doing all this stuff, or a lot of it, on her own, without it being scripted, without being asked. She was willingly doing stuff like this with her damn toothbrush. She did this same shit with the toothbrush with Dan. I don't know how she claims all this started with Nick any freaking way. Maybe she just counted on Dan never actually coming out and speaking out about it, which he didn't. He got subpoenaed and was talked to in deposition. So I wouldn't come out and admit the shit either. No way I would just openly admit that I was messing with a girl who liked to wear princess dresses at 20-something years old. I wouldn't admit it. An 8-minute video dated August 11, 2014, Demona addresses Nicholas as her slave and informs him There are new set of rules, and her punishment of him will be extreme. She'll cause him pain by making him strip and graping him with the bat on hard, and he will scream to stop. She will be meaner and meaner until he submits to her. He says she is a bitch, and he should not dare cross her. This sounds like the little murderer we know, don't it? Fucking cross me. At the end, she does stuff with herself and tells Nicholas that this is all he will get for now. Just a little flick of the bean. That's all you get, friend. So fucking weird. Weird as fuck. As trial counsel failed to investigate and present this evidence, the jury never heard or saw this information, which would have countered the state's theory. The state's theory was like Nick has his slave and was making her do all this weird shit so he would murder her mom or something like that. And no, it was just a power exchange because they were doing weird BDSM, like grunge, humiliation corn is what I think it was. That's what it sounds like. On October 26, 2014, she roleplays as Demona and orders Nicholas's character to get rid of the Facebook account for her right now. She tells him that someone messaged Gypsy's mom about the Facebook account and that the walls are closing in. I don't know, kind of sounds like Gypsy knew what she was doing here, trying to keep up with what her mom knew and, keeping information close, getting rid of accounts, preparing in case they got caught. That's probably why she kept 10 different fucking Facebook accounts. In case something did go down, you couldn't see all the messages. They were spread out over things like ChristianMingleForFree.com, Facebook, some other damn thing that Nick said they tried to use, but they couldn't figure out how to use it. I mean, this I think is why. So if one account got busted, you couldn't see all the information because it was on all kinds of different accounts. I'll stop on this one for now, but you can clearly see that it was not just Nicholas into this crazy fantasy bullshit. Gypsy was into this too, and she had her own little rules and demands and slave to all that weird shit. Gypsy definitely wasn't green to stuff like this. Like, even in Dan's testimony, he said she definitely knew what she was doing sexually, okay? I don't know why she tries to make it sound like, oh, it just started with Nick, other than to further make herself seem young, unknowing, infantilized, like, oh, I didn't know anything about sex. Ma'am, you clearly fucking did. You know what y'all think about this in the comments? This is not all alleged. That's straight from Gypsy Rose's case, honey. She said that shit. It is for entertainment purposes only, in my opinion.